Megan Thee Stallion went from humping leprechauns to assaulting cameraman. King James, you are the weakest link, man. It's all going down today. Tales from the crib. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, make sure you hit that like button. Matter of fact, make sure you hit that notification bell, because you already know Young Jeezy brought a new meaning to child protective services. But hey man, it's your boy, Jesse J, Philip Supreme 305 with my co-host
Chico Grande, Chico 2 times, Shooter McGavin, baby. What's up? How are y'all doing today?
Man, you know we doing fine. You know I'm doing fine. I'm doing well, man. You know, LeBron James lost. I won the crowd.
But he won one game.
See, man, we ain't Kevin Durant, man. We ain't getting swept around here, man. We gonna talk about that all today. And they say my dog Floyd Mayweather is going broke and being held captive in Dubai. Man, I guess the money ain't flying in Mayweather land, but it's all going down, man. Tales from the Crib. This episode 154.
God dang.
It's a lot of episodes.
That's a lot of times around the world.
154 times?
I think you've been watching from the beginning. When we were not even video, when we were audio only.
When I used to make you stay up for like 7 in the morning, editing,
doing GIFs only, GIFs and memes only, to even add more jokes on top of the jokes.
That was, I
think those videos were actually better.
It's all about the grind, the process. You see what happened, man? We went here. Now we got celebrities
like
watching our stuff. It's what?
I feel like Pikachu. I'm supercharged.
Oh my God, this guy is. You wear one Pokemon shirt and you just think you gotta catch him all, huh?
I gotta catch him.
You Diddy? Is that what you're saying?
I ain't no Diddy. I'm like Gucci Man, no Diddy.
Whoa. Wait. You old Gucci Man? Wait. You old Gucci Man?
No, I'm like
Gucci
Man. Did you not hear Gucci Man's diss?
What?
The No Diddy song?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know Diddy.
This guy's late.
I remember that song.
He's not a real Brick Squad fan.
This guy, he know one black
Shout out
song.
our boy Frenchie. Hope you get out of jail soon.
You go to one cookout, you think you just know everything, huh?
I mean, I've hung out with Waka Flocka, so I am acquainted. I don't know if you're tapped in like that. But that's besides the point. Who do you know?
I mean, I met
who did you meet in Florida?
Tony Parker's wife.
Eva Longoria?
Yeah.
Everyone met her. That's not flex.
We call her shit. Wait. You call her like she be outside like that? She around the block?
She be outside.
She another J-Lo?
She be outside like people at Fiesta popping shit.
That sounds dirty like that.
R.I.P. to the people that lost.
That's like the Galveston water.
I don't know. I'm sorry that I'm laughing. We're always telling jokes, but this is a sad part, so I got to be serious right here. But R.I.P. to the people that lost their lives at Fiesta.
Facts.
But let's go ahead and start the episode and hear what's drama's going on. We got court documents reveal domestic abuse and child neglect claims against Jeezy.
Man, this shit just
your dog.
Listen here. Jeezy is better than Gucci, man. We gonna start off right now. Jeezy.
First of all, you can get uppercutted 3 minutes into the podcast.
Whatever, man. This is what I say, man. I always say never trust a COVID relationship, because this is what happens, man. You meet a girl during COVID time, and then 2 years later, you got a divorce. Everything she said she loved about you, now she hate. She hate the way you smell. She hate the way you chew your gum. She hate the way you walk. She hate the way you breathe. And it's just so disrespectful, because we already know, like, if Jeezy ain't filed this divorce, she would have lived with this. She would have bit the bullet. It would have been perfectly fine. But hey, man, we got court documents here of the new information that got released in the whole Jeezy and Jeannie Mai divorce trial.
So it says sensitive content that she submits images of Jeezy with an 8K in divorce battle after Jeezy denies child neglect, is what she's saying.
I know, basically, and she's also saying a lot more than that. She's also saying like there was a golf cart incident where Jeezy crashed and she got injured. There was a time where Jeezy choked her.
Speaking of choking, you need to choke that like button. Choke it real hard. But also, thank you for 1.5K subs on this channel.
Thank y'all, man. Really thank y'all.
I mean, Crib Reactions is about to hit 9K. So I don't know what y'all are doing. Y'all need to catch up.
Whatever, man. We gonna catch up. But here, man, we got Jeannie.
This is the OG channel. How are we behind?
Horrible. We got Jeannie.
TFTC clips, I think, is at like 1.65K. Even TFTC clips passed us.
I'm about to pass that one.
Pass what?
We'll talk about that later. But hey, man, Jeannie Mai. We got a video here of Jeannie Mai basically telling you how good it was before this tragic situation happened. Along, if you watch the video, a whole bunch of file documents, basically what's going on, and we're gonna break it down later.
to tell you, man, this is crazy because I haven't talked to anybody about this like, on a public level besides my friends and family.
Man,
I
you got the
have to
rocket.
tell you that getting to know Jay, you guys know him as Jeezy, he's Jay to me. Getting to know him has been one of the most beautiful experiences of my life.
There was lies and deceptions.
He's just, for those of you who've been fans with him for a long time, know that I just got to know him in November. So he's introspective, he's passionate, he's incredibly deep, he's a visionary, he's a great leader, he's an amazing servant to his community. And
That's Pookie Lowe, is he a great leader?
what's crazy is that the things that I've been criticized for my whole life and my past relationships, Jeannie, you're too deep. You think about things too much. Like, why does everything got to have a purpose? And I'm not one for small talk or small conversations. I want to know, why do you think the way you do? What brought you to look at things the way you do? Who are you? Who's important to you? And I found my equal.
So what you mean? How you say
Her equal is the snowman?
But you know,
what was she doing?
Nah, basically, man, everybody already know, man. You already knew Jeannie wasn't right in the head when she said that. I like my dark meat on the side, man. You never trust a girl to say she like a dark meat on the side, which basically means, in my eyes, that you know she gonna marry a white guy, but you know when she wanna have fun, she gonna mess with the dark meat. And I mean, she didn't want to have a baby at first, but then as soon as she started talking to Jeezy, she's like, "Oh, I want to have a baby."
I think that's why she wanted a divorce. She wanted to go back to the white meat.
I mean, he filed for the divorce. She didn't file for the divorce.
You know, it's the best meat.
What? Horrible. Disgusting.
I'm just kidding. This guy knows what the best. No,
horrible. So basically, like all these issues that she's saying he's having with Jeezy. Oh yeah, he choked me up at the Ritz-Carlton, or like one time at the Atlanta mayor ball. She was like, she disappeared for like 25 minutes with her friend. Don't know where she went. As soon as she came back, Jeezy was like, "Let's go." They went in the car. He said, he started talking to her. He grabbed her. He scratched her left
bosom.
Exactly. I was gonna say buttocks. I'm tripping.
Oh, it wasn't her butt. It was
no,
her chest.
It's her chest.
Yeah, her bosom.
So I mean, after all that stuff going down, all I gotta say is, Gavin, like, how long do you have to wait before you get married? Because I mean, clearly they ain't wait long enough because they don't know each other at all.
You asking the wrong guy.
you how long would you wait? I'm saying I would say 5 years. Like, I mean, after not 5 years, I'm tripping. Like, it's like once you know somebody, know how they act when they happy, sad, mad.
I mean, if someone's acting correct, I would say 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, exactly, because you want to know how to act when
But if someone's not acting correct, sometimes 7 ain't even enough.
Facts, man. The twin be engaged for 10 years. Be like those people.
Sometimes you just gotta be thankful you dodged the bullet.
Sometimes you just gotta give her an engagement ring and shut her up and never set a date.
Carlos, you playing the long ball game. I like your style. Do I have an applause button?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I'll give you one of those. I approve.
Horrible, nah.
Yeah, that's what you do. You get him to year 7.
But you give him the ring at year 3.
You get him in an agent. No, you give him the year. You know, you give him the ring in year 5.
You got to do before that, so then you get mad. They get mad. Get 4.
They don't get mad until year
5.
5.
Close to 5, so it's 4.
It's 4.5.
Exactly. There you go.
And then you can try to squeeze out another 3 years and really make sure that this girl's not crazy.
They are crazy.
When you're right, you're right.
Nah, but okay, so back to the story at hand. So it's crazy.
At the end of the day,
she belongs to the streets.
Facts. At the end, I mean, they didn't know each other at all. I mean, you see now Jeezy saying Jeannie acts like her mom. Her mom's really combative. Her mom's like the head of the household.
Is that gaslighting?
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, she's saying, and then Jeezy's over here saying also that he didn't know that when he married her that he had to marry the brother and the mama, basically, because with her basically
what
her
kind
culture.
Of weird
it's their
category
culture.
Is that?
It's her culture. Her culture, they take care. They live with their family. They're the big.
Whoever's the richest takes on the family.
No, what culture is Jeannie Mai? I don't want to say the wrong thing. I would say Korean, but I'm not sure if she's Filipino.
She's Asian. You can just say Asian.
The Asian culture. The Asian culture. They take care of their brothers and sisters and their grandmas.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you see that a lot. I mean, really in a lot of races, but some more than others. And let's just say that, so we don't have to break it down. But they are more known for when your parents get old, you move them in with you. And you take care of them until they pass away.
True.
Some people, some cultures, they truly, truly believe in that. So I can kind of understand because like, oh, I married you and I thought we're gonna have all this me and you time, but instead it's like every morning I'm seeing you make breakfast for your mom.
Exactly.
You know, and it's like, well, it's our house, but it's like there's always other people here, and like I'm just trying to chill. Like I don't know, but I think both of them are superstars enough that they could literally buy like a giant house that had like almost separate areas enough to where you didn't notice, or get like a condo, man, and like buy each side. And then, it's like you literally got to go out the door to go into like their unit. And you could have a unit for like the mom, the brother, the cousin, whoever needs, whoever they're taking care of.
Basically have like the grandma and the brother in the guest house. But you already know she gonna come over there. You know.
I mean, like, yeah, a guest house that's walking distance, a condo on the other side, an apartment next door, depending on what city or state that they're living in. So, they could do all of the above and make that easier. True. I mean, they're literally rich enough. I don't understand why they would let that be a big problem.
I mean, true. I don't know about
that's how you would fix it.
True, that's how you would fix it. Also, I mean, it did get real. It did get real bad in the beginning because
they didn't want to fix it.
They didn't want to fix it. Jeezy wanted to leave. Jeezy at first wanted full custody because she was like, Jeannie's never there. She's always working. She's just gonna give the kids to the.
We know
Jeezy's
not working.
He the snowman. Of course not.
He's gonna have to go back to the streets like the juice.
That's what he's doing all his interviews, writing these books. So I mean, and this is just crazy. Like
he wrote what, biography books?
He had a book. Yeah, he had a and also like I read his biography book. He was basically followed by the cops a lot. He basically didn't trust any of his friends. He had an apartment downtown in Atlanta. What was he doing? I mean, this is basically like when he was leaving the whole trap game with BMF. He talks about all that. He talks about how he was a military kid in Hawaii. Talks about how he went to how he used to steal and everything. So I mean, even if she read his book, she could have read his book and known that this isn't the man for me. But you still married him, and then he married her, knowing that mostly, like you said, mostly in their culture, they're known for care of their mom and everybody. So if you should have known that was a problem, so I don't even know why I even went ahead with it.
I mean, why is that not discussed?
But I guess because they got pregnant. She got pregnant. And like she didn't want to look like a whore, so I'm just saying, keep it how it is. It's in the Bible.
How far? Oh, we're 12 minutes in.
What you mean? It's in the Bible. You can't hit me for that. You hit me for that for real?
I'm gonna hit you with
emotional damage.
So you saying
that's what you're giving?
So what you're saying? The Bible is emotional damage because the Bible says put the ring on it before you have the baby, but they clearly do it the opposite way around. Allegedly. All right, well, but I
don't know why I'm remembering to use the soundboard. Half the time I don't even remember to push it. I just be talking.
All right.
But if you're watching this on TFTC clips, go over to Tales from the Crib so you can get the video as soon as it comes out, and make sure it's in full 1080p on Tales from the Crib. Because on TFTC clips, I never know if my co-host remembers to record in 1080p.
So I mean, after going through this situation, is there any safety in the gap? Can I have a kid without having to worry about being put on child support, or it's just like doomed, like Jesse J? You most likely end up on child support. I think it's just at
a point where it's just like you got to get to that age where you want one, and be like, even if it doesn't work out, like I just know what it's gonna cost to have a child. It costs money.
And is that also the bad part is
sometimes you just gotta find a baddie and get her pregnant.
True. And it's the bad part, like the fact that she has these photos and everything. It's not like he got a divorce, then she went and had these photos and all this other stuff. Like
what photos?
The photos of Jeezy with the chopper everywhere and the guns in it on the floor.
I mean, he's Trapper of the Year one year. What does she expect?
But think about it, like
I hate when people like, I hate your past, I hate you a gangster, but I like that you're tough. But I'm like, I don't understand.
But think about it, like when you ever had a girl talk to you and call you a manipulator and everything, like when she's mad at you, like, oh yeah, you manipulator, or she calls you like or like you're a pig, or like you have no feelings, or she calls you like.
I mean, girls will just go for the jugular if you're arguing with them. They'll literally say anything,
and they call you sneaky and everything. You get called cheating, but at the same time, when you get in divorce with them, all the evidence come out. Like she had pictures of you and your guns on the floor, on the bed, have photos of you like walking around with the chopper. Like, how you got this from like 3 years ago? Like,
I mean,
that's clearly sneaky.
That's home protection.
Or like
what's wrong with home protection?
Or like basically, or like
we're in Texas, we believe in home protection.
Or like she'll pull up like old phone. Like you ever had a girl video record and a phone record you? And then call you sneaky. Like, how am I sneaky?
I
When
don't
you
know if I've
like,
ever had any of a phone conversation I ever recorded.
You never know. What if
I
she
mean,
did?
I don't know. I mean, someone could have. Well, I mean, I guess I never know at the end of the day.
Until you get in trouble.
But I ain't never had nothing where I found out that I was recorded. That's sneaky, man.
You ever had a time where like a girl told you like, oh yeah, this isn't a problem, but then like later on they get in an argument and then she starts talking about you, like, oh, so it was a problem, and the whole time you said it wasn't a problem.
Exactly. They hate your whole life. I hated my whole life at the boardwalk.
They don't like when Gavin have fun.
Stalked my whole life at the boardwalk.
Every time they see Gavin having fun, what they do? They stop it. They hate. Why they don't want Gavin to have fun?
So I'm gonna be on the fun train, man. I'm just trying to have fun out here.
Oh man, Jeezy out here trying to have, I mean, people out here trying to have fun too. But comment down below about this Jeezy and Jeannie Mai situation. I'm pretty sure this situation is gonna continue going.
But I know who didn't have fun.
Who? Diddy?
Diddy was having too much fun.
Bill Cosby?
No, Cosby's free. He's got the JELLO coming out.
Megan Thee Stallion?
Pook to the low. He's not having fun.
So we about to end this clip, and you finna end it with a Pookie Loke diss?
I just said he's not having fun. I don't know what. I don't think it's fun right now.
It's his cousin.
Oh, RP.
You don't care.
Brick Squad, baby.
Hey, this guy's crazy.
No, I'm just kidding. We just like to troll a little bit.
We like a little
apologies.
Troll. Exactly.
We don't have an apologies button.
No, we don't. But comment down.
Here we go. There you go, JC. Cry about it.
Comment down below how you feel about this whole Jeannie Mai Jeezy situation. Do you feel like they just need to drop this, just hurry up and get this whole divorce over with? Stop leaking all this dirty news, because at the end of the day, Jeannie sure finna stay with the man anyway.
Be crazy.
Is she end up with Jack Harlow?
No.
What about Drake?
No.
Future? She like him toxic.
No, if Gucci had someone, since Gucci's married and he can't do it, if he had someone like Wudakid.
Wudakid's married. Frenchie's in jail. Waka Flocka's in love with a new girl.
Someone from Young Joey. Young Joey, where you at? If you're a real Brick Squad fan, you know who Young Joey is.
All right, well, that'd be crazy. Somebody come.
I got a problem while they hating on me.
Speaking of hating, man, they hating on this next topic right here.
We got Megan Thee Stallion's former photographer accuses her of harassment in new lawsuit. Alleges he was body shamed and witnessed Megan being intimate while they rode in a SUV together. They had a little too much space and got too much freaky to the deaky. What do you think about this?
I mean, I want to know what's going on.
Put it in the comments.
What's going on with body positivity? I thought that's what it was going for. You got Lizzo out here fat shaming people. You got people out here fat shaming Jelly Roll. Now you got Megan Thee Stallion.
I mean, Jelly Roll's famous. Let him live his life.
He over saying he's sad. You ain't hear about it? He ain't on the internet no more. He ain't on Twitter because people keep.
Yeah, Twitter.
He ain't
I'm
on.
gonna bully the roll. Jelly to the roll. We're here for you, bro.
I mean, the fact that
you come on the podcast.
Like, how you name yourself Jelly Roll and then you be that big?
I mean, it's like you gotta embrace it. You gotta be like Biggie. I mean, I thought that's what he was doing with having his name be Jelly Roll. I thought that's how he started his shows, by doing the truffle shuffle.
Not horrible. But back to the story at hand. I mean, so this incident.
Megan Thee Stallion's lawyer, Alex
Shapiro. So basically, this happened in June.
Denying allegations.
June 2022. Megan Thee Stallion was overseas. She was with her girls, and she's also with a photographer.
Hot girl summer.
And also they're saying that allegedly this is the time when she had a boyfriend, Partisan. I'm guessing, but Partisan wasn't in the SUV. So they were in the SUV after drinking.
Partisan going outside.
Exactly. I mean, he got the girl pregnant. Jada Kingdom, she's pregnant now. The rebound girl.
Do you think that Megan cried?
Nah, she don't care about. I mean, she probably is, but I mean, she don't care about that.
That was my boo.
She don't care about that. But the photographer is alleging that while in the SUV, Megan Thee Stallion just turned around with her homegirls and started going downtown, man.
On each other?
On each other.
Allegedly?
It was crazy. I mean, to me, when I heard this, I was like, why is this even a story? Like, this is a grown man out here saying that, oh, he's seen some girls having some LGBT action. I love it. I'm a photographer. I'd be all video chatting, all that. I'd make it OnlyFans. I'd be making
This
all
man,
the residual.
you see what he's doing?
Hey man, she wasn't paying them rent. I'm gonna get my money.
He's trying to make it to He's like, oh, you're gonna be nasty in front of me, and I got a camera.
You seen
Let's make a movie.
You seen Kim Kardashian and Ray J? That tape made millions. How much you think Megan Thee Stallion S tape gonna make in the streets? You don't even gotta cover who's on the other side. You just say S tape, and everybody gonna pay for it. Because I thought she was messing with Blueface, and I got upset when I found out it was a girl.
Blueface was bleeding him.
I thought Blueface was taking her to Pound Town. In the video, going crazy because you know that we ain't gonna talk about that. But I mean, basically, back to what we were saying. So the real issue at hand basically is the fact that the photographer's mad that Megan Thee Stallion wasn't paying him enough. She was only giving him $4,000 a month, which is only $48,000 a year. And he feels like, I mean, you had me working all hours of the night. I'm going to parties with you, taking pictures. You got me doing all this stuff, and you don't want to pay me my correct money. So,
I think at a minimum, if I'm traveling and working like that, $100K a year.
Exactly, at least $100K.
Minimum, and insurance.
Basically, that'd be exact, and insurance. But the reason why they didn't give him insurance because
they
wrote him down as a contractor. But you can't write nobody down. It's a cop out in the eyes of California because this is where it's been filed at. You can't if you written down as a contractor. Once you do like so many hours, you're no longer a contractor. So that's basically what he's trying to say. Is like I worked a whole bunch of hours with Megan Thee Stallion. I did overtime. I worked overnights. It was on call. Sometimes I couldn't even sleep. And then as soon as this incident happened, the next day, Megan Thee Stallion was like, "Oh, were you there?" Because I guess she was so drunk that she didn't even realize he was there. Because she stayed getting drunk for some strange reason. Megan Thee Stallion has a drinking problem. Like every time you hear something's going on, it was a bottle of brown.
I mean, she definitely has some issues going on. She keeps getting involved in cases.
Exactly.
It's not a good look.
With the little leprechaun
she was just
dude.
With Nike, man.
Exactly, with the little leprechaun dude, with the ex-boyfriend back in the day, fighting her best friend. I mean, firing EJ, the hairstylist. I mean, but in this situation, it just feels like he wants his
beefing with Nikki.
Beefing with Nikki. I mean, yeah,
it's going down.
Exactly. So I mean,
she got her own Air Max at Nike.
Basically, in this situation, it's just like he wants his money, but he feels like if he just filed a civil suit, he probably wouldn't have got anything out of it. So that's why he added a little spice into him, like, oh yeah, she made me watch it. She made me watch her mess around with girls.
So it's basically like trying to Charleston White her.
But basically trying to do the same thing that happened to Diddy, like that.
No, that's what Charleston White says. Like when he said one of his scams that was like, I guess technically it's not a scam if you go by the law. But he said like. He would hear people making like inappropriate talk and like, dudes talking about like, nasty things they did on the weekend, and he would report it, and then it wouldn't do anything. And then they would target him, and then they would fire him, and he would have all these times that he reported it and then show that they retaliated, and he would win like all these settlements. Yeah. And he would just do company to company doing that because, people are reckless at work.
True, people are reckless at work. People are always trying to get over free on you. Always trying to get something for free. It's like every time, once somebody realizes that you got once you got something that they need, they always hitting you up. So if you got the bottles, they always trying to be around you getting the bottles. If you got the section in the club, they always trying to get something free out of you. But I mean,
I remember back in the days when we used to get sections at clubs.
True, or like these celebrities always trying to get something free. They never want to pay. Like every time you see them get them big bags of weed. Like, they're not paying for it because they done.
They go on the Instagram and be like, shout out Big J's Smoke Shop.
Exactly. So, they doing that because they never want to pay. They cheap. Or like, some artists
or,
like
the ones that are smart are actually, they get their own dispensaries.
True.
And then that way they're making money, and then they probably just get just keep a chunk. Just go in there at any time and fill up.
Or like these artists out here making thousands of dollars, and you making thumbnails for them, and they only want to give you $10.
Yeah, I don't make thumbnails for no other YouTubers, only for myself.
Exactly. See,
but I am accomplished in Apple Music.
See,
shout out my bro, Cap F12.
Exactly. So I mean, this dude is suing everybody. He's suing Rock Nation. He's suing Megan Thee Stallion and Megan Thee Stallion Company. So at the end of the day, he finna get a settlement. They finna brush this under the rug. Cause I mean, I'm pretty sure they want.
What do you
this
think he'll get? Like 50, 200K, $500,000, 500K.
If he got 48, he basically got 48K. So I mean, basically like you said, 100. So it's an extra 60 more thousand. Give him an extra 60 more thousand.
What, like 150?
No, 600. Probably 100K total. So basically like an extra 60K.
I want $600,000.
600,000 for? I mean, for what? For watching.
I was exposed.
True. And you was also fat shamed. I mean, it's got all that going on. So I mean, you could get emotional damage and all that stuff. You can play that. You can play like, oh yeah, you couldn't work in the city again.
I don't know why he probably got head shamed. Why would you get your head tatted that much?
You got body shamed, that head shamed. Oh man,
it's probably what he meant by body shame. They were shaming his head.
True.
Oh, if someone comments down below and it gets 20 million likes, my co-host will get TFTC tatted on the side of his head.
All right.
We'll shave it. You know, your hair will always grow over it, but we'll just shave it down and tat it there. And then when you get real old and then the hair doesn't grow, you'll just look like a rocker.
Do the whole Travis Barker thing?
I mean, I don't say you have to get that many tats.
Isn't he like bald on it? Like he bald with tattoos everywhere on his head?
I don't know. Is he bald now? I don't remember.
I mean, not bald by choice. I mean, I know he shaved it.
He has the mohawk, right? Does he still rock the mohawk?
I think he rocks the mohawk. I don't keep up with the Kardashians.
I don't keep up with Blink-182 as much anymore.
I don't keep up with all that. But comment down below how you feel.
I am gonna go see them though, so I'll be able to give you an update.
True. Didn't your sister go to one of those concerts? That was a Red Hot Chili Peppers.
We went to a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, and then we're gonna go see Blink-182. I gotta check on my phone when the tickets are.
You gotta check on it.
It's like in the next month or two.
Also, like I said before, man, comment down below how you feel about this situation, this lawsuit. Do you feel like she's just gonna settle it, or she's gonna take it all the way? Also, man, free Tory Lanez.
So let this on the record show. My co-host is a full-on Tory supporter. I don't never really like Tory Lanez music, but the evidence showed that maybe he's not guilty, but I don't know. I wasn't there. But it's just funny to see like me talk about it and then me get so much hate when this guy on the low knows every single Tory Lanez song and said he's my favorite leprechaun. Even over you, Jesus. He said Tory Lanez his favorite leprechaun.
He makes beautiful remixes. Did you hear the Armstrong remix?
He actually does make pretty decent, like the songs where he did that are like 70s songs, 70s, 80s songs. Mm-hmm. That was actually pretty decent. But all the other stuff, I don't know. I'll give him credit for that one. But I ain't a fan of his, so I'm just asleep. Maybe I haven't heard the other tracks.
I gotta put you on. But speaking of putting on, man, we got Neyo, one of Neyo's side baby mamas,
called him Diddy Jr. and exposes him for alleging having narcotics and nasty girls around his kids.
So basically, if you didn't know, man, my dog Neyo out here living his best.
I saw the video. That was bad, man. She was trying to get a reaction out of him so bad, like trying to get him to spaz out, crash out, and he was not going. This man was a statue. He's an example of what to do whenever you're getting, just railed by a woman when it comes, just verbal stuff. You got to be able just to tune it out and not pay attention.
Basically, man, shout out to PlayStation. Shout out to the video game consoles, because without y'all, a lot of people would be put through windows. But enough about that. We got a video here basically of Neyo's baby mama of 2 kids, Sade, basically going crazy on him because
2 of his kids?
Yeah, she has 2 of his kids going crazy on him because he like to have fun, but the kids at home and she tired of it. We're gonna tell you more about it later.
Tell him about the freak off, Diddy Jr. Diddy Jr. Tell him about the freak off. He calling the police, y'all. He calling. No, I don't give a listen.
Tell him about the freak off, Diddy Jr.
Your body slammed me on the floor. Come on, police. Tell him the real you. 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 And why we're here today. Tell him why we're here today. Shut boy. Refuse to remove me. Why? Because the commotion. How did the commotion start? What did we talk about? What did I ask of you?
All of that is irrelevant.
All of that is irrelevant.
Started throwing shit and getting loud and just
Okay, so you calling the police like a like a y'all, guess what? Over what? Because he want hoes over the house while his kids is here. While you likes to have hoes, drugs, and weed, alcohol, mushrooms, and prostitutes in the house while his kids are here. Everyone has asked him to stop, but he will not listen to nobody.
Can't dance your way out of this.
This is what's going on. This is the tea. While the is in the house, I asked him not to bring no in the house. I even came over here to help him with these kids because he won't watch these kids. Tell him about the freak off, Diddy Jr. Diddy Jr. Tell him about the freak off. Tell them about the freak off. Tell them the truth. Tell these people the truth. Oh, shut the fuck up. You don't give a fuck about none of these kids. Do y'all see a fucking picture in his house of a fucking kid? He don't care about these kids. All he care about is doing drugs, drinking.
Why you want to have your kids' pictures around the house when you freak on? I don't want my kids looking at me while I'm pounding a $40 hook. I mean,
what are you talking about, co-host?
I'm just saying, but listen, man, my dog like to have fun. But the crazy part about man, my man Neo like to have fun. You got the money for the fun young. We got the money for the fun youngs. It's time to play. Yeah, this is peace.
No, I mean basically the reason that she's mad is that he's entertaining girls, and you know how baby mamas will get.
But you know the crazy part
I
about
don't have any baby mamas, but I'm just saying that's allegedly what I heard.
The crazy part about this is the fact that Neo was married at one point to this lady named Crystal. While he was married, he was having these parties, these crazy parties, and the Sade girl was one of the girls that used to come to the party. She was one of the $40 hoods.
Who?
Exactly, she was one of the $40 hoods. So, you know, the fact that she was one of the $40 hoods, she got pregnant while he was married. They found out. Then she got pregnant again the second time. Remember what I said? She has 2 kids by this man. So it's like, now, how you mad now? But before, when you was a person basically getting to Neo and had all Neo attention, you was perfectly fine. But now you don't got Neo attention. Now you all mad. See, that's the part that I don't like. See, how when it's fun is helping you out, you all for it. But when it's not for you, you gonna make all these rules. Like, nah, man. It was girls over here before you. It's gonna be after you.
I see how you talk to your baby mamas.
I'm just saying, when you paying all the bills, you gotta do what you do what you want, man. High value man. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels.
I guess this guy took the red pill this morning. Took a couple red pills. He might have ate a handful.
Tylenol.
It was like a Pokemon. But man, it's tragic. You know, especially when kids involved. At the end of the day,
True.
They're trying to make a good environment for the kids and set an example, but instead they got to probably see videos of their parents online arguing and bickering,
exactly,
and trying to set people up to do stuff crazy. Because you know, a lot of times that's all she wants is him to react, so that way she could sue him or punish him even more by getting sole custody. So he's in a lose-lose position. He just has to take the rant, and if he does anything about it, he's going to lose either the rights to see his kids or lose even more money. So,
so it's okay.
You know, at a certain point, I would even leave, man. I'll be like, I'm going to go stay at a hotel.
Who? So you going to leave your house and go stay at a hotel? See, nah.
But it seems like she's there.
She get there? She popped up. And this is why I don't understand, like, how you, if you Neo and you in, like, basically you in a condo, it's not in a home, it looks like a condo, like, how is she able to come upstairs?
Hey, if anything, man, I would still just take my stuff and leave, and I could rent a hotel for a night, because at the end of the day, yeah, your stuff might be vulnerable, but if she literally touches the thing, now you have leverage against her in the courts. She almost got to put the ball in her court. Instead of her trying to get you to react, you getting her to react by being like, okay, you want to do this? I'm going to leave. Because, you know, if tempers are getting flared, the best thing to do is separate.
And now the kid's going to see that, so and that's going to be a real problem. That's going to traumatize the kid.
You know, and you can see, like, I'm going to leave. Do you agree to stay here and watch the kids? Because I'm going to leave. We're not having a good conversation, and I want to end the conversation. Do you agree to stay here with the kids? And if she says, you know, no, then be like, all right, I'm going to stay here, but can you leave the room, please? Because I don't want to continue this conversation.
So, I mean, you do know why she came upstairs. Neo did have a girl in the house holding one of the babies because he was watching 3 of his kids. So, what you telling the other girl, bob and weave, when you leave? Because like you said, you finna leave.
Man, I'm just glad I don't have no kids. That's all I could say. I'm kid free. My co-host had to move states to escape his responsibilities. He had to say goodbye to Florida and hello, Texas.
You said one of your friends?
Huh?
You said one of your friends had
I said you.
What?
You're the Floridian.
Nah, see.
You even changed your name.
Me don't speak English.
You got a different identity.
Got a different accent now too. But I mean, he just want to have fun, man. Listen, my dog was responsible. So comment down below. Comment down below, when is it okay? If you put the babies to sleep at 9 p.m., you can't call the girls to have fun at 10? Like, the kids sleep.
I mean, it's a little reckless. You better have a nanny on standby so the kid gets up, the nanny can deal with it or something.
I mean, hey, you know.
You that rich. Neo's that rich. He could afford it.
But you see what happened to Megan Thee Stallion in that situation?
What?
The cameraman, he saw the things he saw. So imagine you got the nanny in the house, you in a room.
I mean, as long as the door's shut, she can't say anything. There's like stuff going on in a different room. She wasn't like forced to watch anything.
But she heard it. I'm wild. I get loud when I get a little loud when I get excited.
I guess
you like to pick Cowboys and Indians?
All it takes is for my co-host is to hear some noises. And he's like, ping pong.
Hey, man, sometimes I like to play Pocahontas and John Redcorn. We're going to talk about that later. That's on another episode. A Tales from the Crib Patreon version. But enough about Neyo and his multiple women. I mean, we're going to get on that later because he got like 7 kids. So I'm pretty sure you're going to pop up again. But moving on to the real man, the real villain of this year.
You're calling him a real man?
The real man, real villain. I'm not a real man like that. You know what I mean?
Harvey Weinstein's New York grape conviction overturned. Got unfair trial. Conviction overturned in New York appeals. Understanding what happens next. Do we have a video?
I mean, can we say? I think we got something. But can we say that? It's a video. This lady upset that this thing is being overturned. But can we say that the Me Too movement has failed everybody? Because at first it was going on, everybody was all happy. But now look at it. Bill Cosby's now out. He got Me Too'd. You got
I mean, they've been taking a lot of L's lately. It's been tough for them.
Exactly.
I think what happened is just like they overdid it, and then they almost became like, it's always correct to get people that have done unjust things to other people and hold them accountable. But I think what happened is almost that power got abused. That power got abused to where it was even men that were, or people that were innocent were being wrongfully accused because people thought that with current status kind of being on their side that they would have a higher chance to win in court and that, they could win money or win a settlement. So it's almost like the boy that cried wolf. So it's like, they almost overdid it to a point to now like almost like it's a counterintuitive thing where they're not almost believed as before. Because it's like they weren't believed. And then the Me Too, they were like super believed, but now it's almost gone back to not believed again.
So much believed that basically
so much like BS cases that happen that like people are like, oh, like it's like a 50-50 shot if it's real or not, so no one pays attention to stuff anymore.
True. And it's just something that's real unjust. I mean, it's real shame, but we have a victim here that's basically telling you how she feels about the new information, the new ruling that's been brought out about Harvey Weinstein's basically overturned in New York, not in California, because he's still in trouble in California.
Today is a day like every day in American women's lives when male sexual violence has intruded and disrupted our lives. I get the news from Jodi Kantor of the New York Times that 4 judges at New York's court have voted to overturn Harvey Weinstein's sexual crimes conviction. This is what it's like to be a woman in America, living with male entitlement to our bodies. When I was an up-and-coming actor in Hollywood in the 1990s, I'd been up all night filming on the movie Kiss the Girls, and I had a breakfast appointment with Harvey Weinstein at the Peninsula Hotel. I said, is Mr. Weinstein in the Belvedere, the restaurant, or is he on the patio? And they said, oh no, he's in his room. Harvey, wearing his hotel robe, immediately began asking if he could give me a massage, and this progressed into him insisting that I watch him take a shower. I was lucky. I got out of that hotel room. This today is an act of institutional betrayal.
It's just an act of, it's just betrayal. It's a letdown in our basically government system. How y'all would let this happen, but at the same time, it is unfair. You, even though somebody is wrong, you can't pile on evidence to make them to destroy their character, and that's basically what Harvey Weinstein's lawyers are basically saying right now during the whole appeal. If you know, Harvey Weinstein had the case. 7 women went up. They testified against Harvey Weinstein. 3 of the women were not actually somebody he was charged with. They were not a part of this particular case. They were just there just to basically show that Harvey Weinstein is a bad person. I mean, you can't trust him. He's a bad person. He did other bad things in his life. In the state of in the place in New York, you can't do that. So that's how that got overturned. So, which is real crazy, but I mean, at the same time, it is unfair, and that is basically how a lot of people get off of crime. It's like a court technicality. It happens all the time. Like, you get arrested and the cop doesn't read your Miranda rights.
It's like the person like, well, technically.
Exactly.
Like, I've checked out a lot of Chicago stuff, and I've even seen people that have beat quadruple homicides because of a technicality. Like, they didn't get a search warrant while obtaining search information. Their rights were violated, so the whole case had to be thrown out, even though they knew for a fact that this person had taken 4 lives.
True.
I mean, it happens.
It happens.
If it's done, even if it is, that they committed the crime. If they are brought to justice unfairly, or if they break the rules to kind of get the result they want, then they have to be acquitted.
True, exactly. And it's like the whole Bill Cosby case. The only reason Bill Cosby's whole thing got overturned was because he had the civil suit. He had the civil case first. He was told that the information they discussed at the civil suit wouldn't be brought up in the main court charges. And then he did that. Then like a new judge came in. He said, "Ha, we lied. We're gonna use the information used in the civil case." He used it. Then he got arrested. Then like later on, they found out. They ruled that you can't do that. It's unjust. Like, you can't tell nobody that we won't use something, and just because you came in and you didn't know what was going on, you can't be like, oh, nah, we're gonna change the rules. I mean, and yeah, it's that, and also, I mean, the same judge that basically ruled that Harvey Weinstein in New York goes to jail. Right now, he's basically his term has expired in 2022. So, and they didn't reappoint him. So it's another reason why he got the appeal this time. So we gonna see how this goes. I mean.
So does he have to? You said he still has to deal with
California.
Stuff.
This man is just crazy. He had another case in 2022 in California that he did. So he has to serve 16 years about that. So I mean, this old man's just going around using his power all crazy. Even though he said a lot of it was consensual.
Did you see? What was it? Was it Ashley Judd?
Which one? Yeah, Ashley Judd. What about her?
Yeah, that she was like a classic. Actress and singer, and she was like the first accuser.
I seen that. I mean, it was what is.
I saw her on ET talking about it, and I think a lot of the thing with the case that they brought up, that if they want to do the case again, that they would have to get all the accusers to retestify.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a hard one. I mean opening
I
up
don't
that
know. They would all have to agree to it too.
That's crazy. I mean, all of them to agree to it. I mean, like I got friends that went through certain situations and they never want to talk about it. So like they don't even want to talk about it. They don't want to go to the same location where it happened at. So I mean, like them having to revisit this whole situation, go to court again, because court ain't short. Look at the Young Thug thing. It's still going on.
Court is lame. It's almost be at like a hospital waiting room.
Basically,
like you're just sitting there all day.
And you want to just reopen all this trauma, even though you know he did wrong. He did a whole bunch of stuff that he wasn't supposed to do. But I mean,
making all these people relive their
emotional damage.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. So I mean, we gonna keep y'all up to date in this whole situation about Harvey Weinstein, this disgusting man. I mean, they're saying that even though this situation, it was unfair, it got overturned in New York. In California, they don't have the same law, so most likely it may hold up. We don't know. I mean, he got money. It's California. It's Hollywood. So I mean, this may be the easy one he can just break. Because I mean, he's a Hollywood movie star. He's a Hollywood.
I mean, I saw him in the video. It didn't look like he was walking good.
He's old.
He was, super old. Walking.
He's in his 70s.
He's walking with a walker. So if he's in his 70s, he has like usually anywhere from 10 to 20 years left. And that's like, I think 20 years is if you're in the best of health. And he doesn't look in the best of health. I think he's got 5.
You think he got 5 left?
Yeah. I think most dudes make it to 77 and most women make it to 80.
Yeah, they say the life
barring,
expectancy.
no health complications sooner.
I mean, he should have been gone. He should who?
It's crazy that people say like 50 is a midlife crisis. Technically 40 is your midlife crisis.
That's when you're really old.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, what are we gonna do for your birthday party next year?
I'm nowhere close to that. See,
who's that 80s baby?
Horrible.
Who's 80s baby?
I'm 35. See, stop playing. But okay, but how do you?
I'm kidding. It's 2 years.
How do you feel about these rich, high, powerful people always using their power for wrong? Because you see,
the
Diddy.
It's always going to be wrong. This man's a horrible man. I believe that he did bad things because you can't It's one thing if you have a couple people trying to say you did something. Maybe they're in cahoots trying to take you down or something. But this man has damaged 100 women or more. It seems like it's all kinds of women. He was involved in all kinds of things, had access to all kinds of people. So, I believe that there is some truth. I don't know. Everything's alleged, but I don't know.
So,
but to me, it definitely seems like if you have that many people speaking up, you probably did do some things that would not be considered good.
You think Harvey Weinstein snitched on Diddy? Is that what Diddy going through his problems?
Yes.
They trying to swap? Hey, you want a bigger fit? I got Diddy. I got information on Diddy.
I got information on the Diddy.
Because, Suge Knight ain't do it. Suge Knight been trying to give information on Diddy for the longest. They ain't not taking that.
Low key.
You think they
Suge and Snoop.
They teamed up together?
Teamed their money up. Suge and Snoop.
Suge, Snoop, and Harvey Weinstein?
Yep.
And Trump?
Yep.
All to take down Diddy because Diddy invite him to the party back in '96.
Exactly.
You turned us down. You treat us like a man.
That's actually a blessing.
You turned that from a Diddy
That's
party?
that country song. Some of life's biggest blessings are unanswered prayers. You thought you wanted to go to the Diddy party, but that real blessing was not being able to go. You saved your manhood.
You can't trust nobody. You can't trust Harvey Weinstein. You can't trust Diddy. You can't trust Louis C.K. Who else? You can't trust Danny Masters.
Danny Masterson?
Crazy.
Man, that's crazy. Your favorite comedian and your favorite actor. Who would have thunk it?
This guy.
You love that 70s
like I said,
show?
I don't even watch that show. But
this man also loves Kelso.
What he did?
He
did some crazy too?
No, he didn't do anything.
Okay. Is he the voice of Quagmire or something?
No. You're the voice of Quagmire.
All right, well, man. Comment down below how you feel about this Harvey Weinstein situation. Do you feel like it's just something? Do you also feel like this is unjust, or you feel like it doesn't matter? He was done wrong. It's a technicality of the court. So he got lucky.
I think he got lucky, but he's still a bad person. We'll leave it at that.
But speaking of going from one bad person to another bad person, looks like Joe Biden finally said, "Man, we're taking away TikTok from you guys, man. I'm tired of it. The Japanese people trying to steal our data, trying to steal our information.
It's China, right?
China. Yeah.
Was it China or is that Japan?
I'm sorry, it's China. China's trying to steal our information and give it to everybody, and that's our job. We're the only people that can steal your information, sell it off. So we got a video here basically of the owner of TikTok basically saying that,
hey, just calm down, broski.
Calm down,
Let it
be nice. We may get banned, but what I need you guys to do is,
hey, if we
support.
get banned, that just means less work for you. My co-host runs at TikTok.
I hate it. I hate TikTok.
So I don't approve any of the clips he puts up.
Oh.
I know he probably puts really bad clips.
Of you? No, I pick good clips of you.
No, I mean clips of us saying crazy things.
Of course.
We say crazy things. Thanks to our official sponsor, not sponsor, Twisted Tea. Maybe one day they'll cut us a check. Remember, drink responsibly. Must be of age in your state.
Right.
Is it still different in some states?
What, drinking age?
Is everyone 21?
It's 21 up everywhere. In the United States, not in overseas.
They don't have any 18 anymore for some places? I don't know.
Nah.
It used to be like that back in the day, if y'all didn't know. Some states had different age requirements. But what do you think about this, trying to hurt the young people by removing TikTok, but also making your workload easier, co-host? Are you yay or nay for banning TikTok?
I'm real disappointed in this because the fact that I was finally using TikTok, like it got a lot of good things, it got useful things like the TikTok cooking stuff. Like you don't learn how to cook some certain meals, you can watch that.
Never go on TikTok.
It's like Instagram Reels, but it's on all
just
in one
like
app.
My co-host doesn't read the comments, I never go on TikTok. So if you're commenting on TikTok, I hate you, and I'll never see your comments.
Oh man, but we got the owner, we got the CEO of TikTok basically explaining how this is just wrong and unjust. We're gonna let him speak. We gonna come back and tell you some more crazy stuff that's going on with this whole TikTok ban.
So crazy.
Hi everyone, it's Show here. As you may have heard, Congress passed a bill that the president signed into law that is designed to ban TikTok in the United States. That will take TikTok away from you and 170 million Americans who find community and connection on our platform. Make no mistake, this is a ban on TikTok and a ban on you and your voice. Politicians may say otherwise, but don't get confused. Many who sponsored the bill admit a TikTok ban is the ultimate goal. It's obviously a disappointing moment, but it does not need to be a defining one. It's actually ironic because the freedom of expression on TikTok reflects the same American values that make the United States a beacon of freedom. TikTok gives everyday Americans a powerful way to be seen and heard, and that's why so many people have made TikTok part of their daily lives. Rest assured, we aren't going anywhere. We are confident and we will keep fighting for your rights in the courts. The facts and the Constitution are on our side, and we expect to prevail again. Our community is filled with people who have found acceptance and compassion, offered inspiration and encouragement, increased their awareness, and broadened their perspectives, ultimately adding more delight and joy to their lives. Our community is also filled with 7 million business owners who have built their livelihoods on TikTok. While we make our case in court, you'll still be able to enjoy TikTok like you always have. In fact, if you have a story about how TikTok impacts your life, we'll love for you to share it to showcase exactly what we're fighting for. Meanwhile, we will continue to invest and innovate to keep our community vibrant, exciting, and safe. Through our US data security efforts, we have built safeguards that no other peer company has made. We have invested billions of dollars to secure your data and keep our platform free from outside manipulation. I can't say this enough. This extraordinary diverse community is what makes TikTok so special, what makes it matter, and what makes it meaningful. And we'll keep working to ensure you will always have the opportunity, the safety, and the freedom to enjoy all TikTok has to offer. Thank you.
They're trying to abuse us.
Who?
They're trying to take our data. One day we're going to go to use our phones, and all of our phones are going to be turned off.
I mean,
and then there's going to be paratroopers in the sky.
I mean, they already have a TikTok shop. I mean, where people are already buying stuff, so they already get your credit card information. So, I mean, it's basically like it's the fight to take your information because the United States wants to be the only ones that can get your information and sell it to other people.
And they think that supposedly the rumors, allegedly, they say that they make the American TikTok be like dumb stuff and stuff that ruins society, and then the overseas, I believe they're from in China, that it's all like educational.
I mean, hey, but I mean, it's a give and take. I mean, what would
you think that it's actually being used like that to like dumb us down rather than make us smarter? And do you think that they're stealing information? What do you feel on those 2 points?
I feel like honestly, I feel like they're wasting their time because even if they gave us the smart stuff on there, we still wouldn't watch it because we have the opportunity to watch smart stuff on YouTube, and we still watch. People still watch baddies and Krishan Rock hit Blueface over the head with a bottle. It's still like the most viewed
I mean,
things. Like,
I just want justice for Charles Barkley's baby. You know, it's just I feel so bad. It looks like an unevolved Pokemon, if you get what I'm trying to say.
But I mean, think about it. We have Vine, MySpace, what else?
Vine,
Tumblr.
bro, that's what people are saying. They need to bring back Vine.
All those things came and gone. So I mean, if this is the way that TikTok
Vine was it, man. I love Vine. I used to spend a lot of time on Vine. And it's funny that people that are still here today and that are big on Instagram, that they actually started on Vine. Like, what's that one dude that
DC Young Fly?
No.
He started on Vine. He started doing
he was never cool. The dude with the shoes that used to do all the shoe vines.
The shoe vines?
He's like a comedian now.
Shoe vines.
I don't know about keeping his shoes. Like, he would do the paper towels and walk on them. Like, you got to keep your shoes clean. He had to grow up paper towels.
Nah, you know the dude that walks around everybody's house. The dude from, like, he talks real fast and he walks to everybody's house. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what you need to do because the white man does this and yada yada, this and this and that and that.
No,
not that person. See, I don't know what you're talking about.
Comment down below. I forget.
I don't know.
But I used to love Vine. Oh, and there was this one. I don't know. He kind of looked Hispanic or Puerto Rican. But
and Desi Banks was on Vine.
He would always like be chilling with his friends at like the grocery store or wherever, and he'd always be like, turn it on and be like, "Oh, he's stealing, and like point at his friend, and then the person always has to be like, "I'm not doing anything."
But I mean but Vine ended because I mean they only did like what 5-10-second videos, and you know TikTok came out and Instagram started doing reels.
I want to say it was like 6-second videos at a point.
That's when you really have to show yourself 6 seconds to do something.
It would be quick edits, man.
But I mean, but with the whole TikTok situation, I understand what you're saying about. I mean, kids is being on TikTok and social media too much. That's why Florida.
I try to stay away from TikTok.
Exactly. That's why Florida's over there putting a age limit on social media for kids not to be on that so long.
That's crazy.
It's too much.
That the internet's starting to be policed.
I mean, think about it. Like,
can you imagine? It's no longer the Wild West.
It's always gonna be the Wild West. Cause think about it, it's the way these parents are now parenting their kids. Like instead of telling your kids to go read a book and go outside and play outside,
play a tablet.
You like, here's a tablet. Shut up, get out of my face. Go
check
watch
out everything in the world.
Go watch
anything
Baby Shark.
You want.
Exactly.
You watch Baby Shark or The History of Mankind.
Exactly. Now you got all these parents out here saying, "Oh yeah, my kid's so smart because you can give him a tablet and he knows how to pull up his favorite episode on."
All they know how to do is emote.
Basically. Or watch. I don't even want to say the name. I forgot the name of the show.
Bluey.
What? The Louie. Who's the Louie?
Bluey, the dog show.
Oh yeah, the Bluey, the dog show. See, you know him. But with this whole TikTok,
I know your favorite show.
Which one?
Clifford.
The Big Red Dog. I think they canceled that.
The Big Bad Dog.
But they have 270 days left to basically find an owner. I'm hearing in the streets is that they're looking for some people, but they're not going to be selling the algorithm to them. So basically, you're selling them the shell of the car, but you're not giving them the engine. So I don't even know how I'm gonna feel about TikTok. Like, is it even worth it?
Because they don't want to share that information, that how much they're tracking them probably, or what they're really doing.
Exactly, because I mean they were going in court.
How would you sell that without the algorithm? Like, because you would have to plug something in place to make it work, right?
Put your own algorithm in.
How could you not? How could you make that work?
I mean,
you would have to like hire your own like team that could do a new algorithm.
True. I mean, what if Elon Musk bought TikTok?
Let's do it.
He had TikTok and he already has Twitter. I mean, because
we'll get X-Tick.
Here.
Coming this fall. X-Tick.
I mean, because honestly, I can see that. I can see that because
X Talk.
There's no real reels on Twitter. I mean, X Twitter, whatever you want to call it. There's no reels on it or anything. So
just combine it.
You can combine it all in one.
Tick X Talks.
Make it like one of those gas stations mixed with Subways.
Huh?
Like them gas stations mixed with Subways. Combine them together.
Those are nasty because they're never clean. You will get food poisoning.
Or the Burger King mixed with the gas stations.
Same thing. They never know how to use them up.
That's food poison?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Don't trust. Never eat from a gas station unless it's Buc-ee's.
Exactly, unless it's Buc-ee's. But speaking of Buc-ee's, man, it's time to buck ourselves onto this couch, man. Comment down below how you feel about that TikTok episode. But it's now time to play the beat. What you finna say?
Welcome to the halftime show, co-host.
Hey.
We're going to tell you what's going on, what's new with the channel, what we got going on with our other channels, what we're doing tomorrow, what we're doing next week, next month, next year. So stay tuned. We're going to let you know what's going on at halftime.
Exactly, man. We're going to let y'all also know what's going on, man. My gaming channel's booming. I got a wrestling video dropping at least 4 days out this whole week, so make sure y'all drop that.
A lot of belly flops.
Also, that new college football coming out. I'm going to get that.
Is it actually ever going to come out?
It is.
I keep on hearing about it.
It's finna come out. I keep hearing about it. Also, EA Sports better pull it out. And also, man, make sure y'all check out, even though it didn't make this week's topic, man, the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, man.
How did it not make the topics?
Cause I mean, I'm waiting for
when's
more.
the fight? Is it like a couple weeks away?
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks. It's in June, July. Also, they moved it up from a regular fight to now. They're saying this is gonna be a real fight. It's gonna be counting the record.
This is gonna go on Mike Tyson's record, which is a shame, man. They shouldn't allow that. That man's old. Mike Tyson just needs to like summon all his power into one punch, and then Falcon punch Jake Paul into a slumber that we've never seen before.
Exactly. It's either be at 230 pounds. Jake Paul.
Yeah.
He's allegedly taking steroids like his brother Logan is, because you know his brother Logan wrestles.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
everybody.
aren't they going to test for that? Since it's a sanctioned fight now?
I doubt it.
There's some allowed to be a beast.
We gonna see. But enough about couch announcements, man. It's time to talk about the darling. Crib reactions. Almost at, what, 9K?
Yeah, we're a stone's throw away from 9K. Get us to 10K subs. Check out all kinds of videos. Last week was a little bit of an XG week. They dropped a whole bunch of content, so check that out. Run the views up on those videos. We checked out Chief Keef, Damn Shorty featuring Sexy Red. We got a whole bunch of new videos coming up from artists all around the world. But sometimes we have our favorites and sometimes we get stuck. So shout out XG, shout out the Alphas. They killing it with the views, man.
Big facts, man. Thank y'all for watching that. And like my co-host,
6K in 3 days. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Like my co-hosts always say, man, if you want to watch this in 720 1080 HP, make sure you check out the
1080 HD.
1080 HD. Make sure you check out the clip channel, man. I cut them up. Everything has its own little segment. It's cut up on the TFTC click page. Make sure y'all click on that page. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if y'all want to stay up to date. You feel like these episodes be too long because, I'll be talking.
Yeah, I just been playing Call of Duty World War II. I just did episode 4 SOE, the train where you gotta crash the train episode.
Finally beat that one.
I just episode that, so get that video to 1K views. I know y'all really like the Call of Duty episodes, getting all of them to 1K views. So I will keep it up, and I'll finally start recording some of my other stuff. My co-host is also pumping out a bunch of wrestling videos that are getting over 1K views. So if you're into WWE, check that out. And we got to start, both of us need to start playing Fight Night, because I don't think people were playing like that, and the Xbox got the enhanced views, so the graphics look real good.
I'll play that. Can't wait.
Yeah, you already got it, remember?
Mm-hmm.
But let's go ahead and start the second half of the show. We got to talk about some sad news, some glad news, depending on what team you're on. We got to talk about the NBA freaking playoffs, man. What do you got to say, Coach? We just, it looks like we got 3 teams so far have advanced to the second round. We'll go round by round and give our 2 cents. Let's start with the Western Conference leaders, the OKC Thunder, blowing out the Zion-less New Orleans Pelicans from 4 straight games. CJ McCollum, from what I saw, definitely stank it up. I think he had a good game today, but it doesn't excuse his other games. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I feel the same way, man. They need a point guard, because CJ McCollum can't run the point. I feel like
he's a 2.
He was running the point before.
Dame Lillard is always a point.
But
when he was in Portland,
yeah,
that's
but
what I'm saying. That's
when he
what
came to the Pelicans, he was a starter. Yeah.
Well, yeah, when he came to the Pelicans, he became a point guard. It was funny because he's actually the size of a point guard. He's a little small for a 2. But I don't know. I feel like maybe they do need a real point guard. But if they do get a point guard, I feel like it would have to be almost like a Shai Gilgeous, where like he's like a 6'7" point guard. So where like they could cross match, and CJ could guard the 1, and the point guard could guard the 2, because CJ's so small. But I don't think he has the ball handling or offensive coordinator mind enough to really take the Pelicans to the next level. But a lot of people attribute that to Brandon Ingram being injured, kind of playing at like a lesser percentage, and then Zion being completely out. Of course, that's going to be a big loss.
Yeah, I feel like they OKC is just a better team. You can't say Gilgeous-Alexander is almost about to be MVP. He's up to be MVP. He's
a finalist.
A finalist to be MVP.
Him, the Joker, and Luka are the 3 finalists.
The way after Chat got injured after the whole LeBron James situation over the summer, I thought he was going to be a bust. But he's turning out he's turning out to kill it. Like the OKC is a real team to mess with. I just feel like if the Lakers ended up playing them first, Lakers wouldn't have been in the predicament they're in right now. But moving on
they definitely would have won more games than the Pelicans.
Exactly. Moving on to the next game here, Mavs versus Clippers. The only actual
real series in the Western Conference of going back and forth. The only competitive series, but it has been absolutely crazy. It's been a roller coaster because Kawhi played 2 games and missed 2 games, but the actually opposite happened of what you had thought. The 2 games that he missed is the 2 games that they won. because they feel like that James Harden and Paul George are much more
I feel
aggressive.
the same way too.
When Kawhi's not there, and then when they're aggressive, their offense runs a lot more smoothly than when Kawhi is the number one option. That it's more of a team attack than kind of one person and sidekick attack.
Why are they making Kawhi Leonard the number one option when he's always injured? You can't, even though you are. If you're the healthiest, you're the best, but you're never the healthiest.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, because he definitely has the skills to be the number one option, or, if he wants to take a back seat and be the number two option. I feel like with them three, they basically could have just seen who was hot every night, and that would decide.
No, he needs to be the number
three
option.
Kawhi?
Yes. Because he's only really good for defense. Anything else, he's going to get injured.
He's great at threes. He's good at mid-range.
Yeah, until he gets injured. Because he's moving around too much. So just give him just let him play the D.
Turn him into Kevin Love.
Turn him into Chris Bosh, so you give less movement, so he'll most likely be healthy for the playoffs.
Stand in the corner, Kawhi, and play defense. You want him to be a true 3-and-D only?
Exactly. Everybody claiming like he's like nobody. You see LeBron James things.
I almost like that, though. Have James Harden be the main ball handler, and then he can be like having Paul George run off a screen, and then have Kawhi just space the court.
Yeah, exactly. Because you see how PG playing, either he's like real cold or he's like
on fire.
Ungodly. It was like this past game, every shot he threw up, even when he fell on the floor, it went in. Because you saw that little crazy shot he threw up in the air and it went.
And then the three to kind of pretty much win the game. Besides James Harden at the last floater, like a lot of the threes that he hit, you couldn't even see bad defense. Like the dude was in his face. If he literally did anything more than he did, it would have been a foul. So, you can't play Benny Bender defense in that. He just ended up hitting it. So, it's been real interesting. Kyrie had the game that remind everyone that he is still got the talent to be like, he had almost 50 points. He had 40-something, that he's still a top-tier talent. But Luka's actually been letting Dallas down. He's been scoring, rebounding, and assisting, but his shooting percentage from 2 and especially from 3 has been horrible. He hasn't been hitting his threes. He hasn't had a Luka signature game. Yeah, he's still scoring between 25 and 30 points a game.
It's hard working 30 points.
But it's a hard 30 points, not getting a lot of easy buckets. I think he needs to stop just settling and jacking up threes, and he needs to start posting up. And if they start collapsing on him, let him have like a 20-point, 20-assist game. Get the ball to Kyrie. Let him keep being hot and get all the other guys hot. Almost do it like the Joker. You see the Joker will have 22 points but dominate the game against the Lakers. So you got to almost take that approach sometimes if they're guarding you that heavy. But we'll see. Kawhi, I think will be out the rest of the series, but the Clippers have been playing better without him. Hopefully Luka, who's, 4 games in, hasn't had a Luka game, a Luka Magic game. So hopefully within the next 3 games, he'll have at least 2 out of the 3. He'll have some Luka magic. So I think Dallas will win in 6 or 7. But, who knows? This has been literally a seesaw series.
True, and then also the next game, I can't believe KD could win 1 game against the Timberwolves. The T-Wolves, and the whole time everybody kept talking, oh yeah, as soon as the Suns have all their starters playing, nobody's going to be able to beat the Suns. But y'all couldn't even get a win, and all 3 of y'all played. Garbage. Bradley Beal's a bum. Devin Booker is a bum. Kevin Durant, you're a cupcake. And it's all right. You just come over to the Lakers next year because that's what you want to do. Because, Bradley Beal ain't giving up his trade clause. They're not giving up Devin Booker. And if they had to choose, you the one that can go. That's how I feel, honestly.
I feel like that what they should do is get Bradley Beal to waive his trade clause, trade him somewhere he wants, and then stay with Booker and KD and try to build off of that and maybe get like 3 or 4 players and have your 2 stars rather than have all your money wrapped up in 3 players and having no money available for the rest of your team.
True.
Because that's what they said. They said their 3 contracts of Booker, KD, and Bradley Beal are higher than like 85% of some teams' whole roster. That's their salaries.
A waste. And you already know, traded away Ayton. Ayton's no longer on the team. Chris Paul's gone. You got nobody to basically do anything on your team. So we'll see what's gonna go happen next year. See who stays, who leaves.
KD's going back to Golden State.
You think so? No,
Unless
hell nah.
One last run.
And
I want to hang out with my buddy Draymond.
I don't see that happening. But you see in the last game, the Lakers and the Nuggets, man, I really thought LeBron was going to do it, man, to be the first one to come from 0-3 deficit. But
Jamal Murray.
It makes no sense. And I mean, and also you already know Lakers can never follow suit.
Go ahead.
Lakers never follow suit, and it's just the Nuggets. The Nuggets is just too good. Michael Porter Jr. It's just like nobody talks about him.
He's on fire.
They always want to talk about Jokic and Murray, but I honestly feel like Porter's the reason why they're here because he don't miss at all.
Well, I mean, that's honestly the hardest part because when you run a pick and roll, especially to one side, the only person that can help is the man from the corner. So if you're helping off Michael Porter Jr., who's a 6'10 sniper, even if you are almost pretty much on him, it's almost like trying to block Kevin Durant's shot. He's dang near 7 foot doing a jump shot. So especially if you have a small running out there or someone a hair late, he basically has no contest and it's like a practice jump shot. How many jump shots do you see him hit that are completely wide open, no contest because of what Jokic and Murray are doing?
Facts.
And then at a certain point, he gets the confidence that maybe even if you do happen to rotate enough where you actually get out there, he's so confident that he drains it when you're in his face anyway.
And then what's the power forward name again?
Gordon,
and the way Gordon, he's just always
in the dunker spot.
Always in the dunker spot by the baseline waiting just to jam on somebody. So with them playing the Timberwolves, I mean, this gonna be different because you got Rudy and you got Karl Anthony Towns and you got Josh McDaniels.
Oh, Jalen McDaniels.
Jalen was it Jalen McDaniels?
What for the who? T-Wolves?
T-Wolves.
Oh yeah, you got Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jalen McDaniels, the Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, and Rudy Gobert. Versus Murray, Caldwell, Porter, Gordon, and Joker.
So so it's gonna be more rebounding here. So they won't be able to out rebound
big
them
on
like
bigs. I think Denver's usually able to bully, but Denver's usually is like Minnesota's a team that's best equipped to handle Denver. They got 3 true centers. They start 2 centers basically because the Big Cat played center his whole life until Rudy Gobert got there. So now they have like 2 7-footers in their starting lineup. And, Gordon usually tries to bully the other team's power forward. And he's not going to be able to do that with the Big Cat.
True,
and he's way bigger than him. And then if one of them gets in foul trouble, you got Naz Reid, who's got some pretty good size. He's dang near 7 foot right there, and he's a thick guy, so he's not a guy that's just going to be able to be bullied because of weight.
True, and then with the next series on the East side, I mean, with the Miami series,
but what did you think about LeBron getting dunked on? Did you think that they had a real chance of coming back, or did you think that Denver was going to just do what they did in the other games and come back?
I thought like I said before, LeBron was finna be the first person to ever go from 0-3 series to win the whole series, and then he would have took over as the best NBA player of all time over Michael Jordan. But it didn't happen.
Still
this
wouldn't
year.
have been enough.
It's gonna happen next year.
It would have helped.
See, man, I'm like a Dallas Cowboy fan, man. It's always next year. But
I wanted the Lakers to win, but Hachimura and Austin Reeves really had a mediocre series.
Yeah.
And D'Angelo was kind of on and off, and he needed him to be more on to even have a chance. And again, my number one problem with the Lakers is LeBron's too old to be the number one option, and Anthony Davis isn't good enough in the big games, and he isn't healthy enough in the big games to be the number one option. So you have a guy that's almost 40 years old constantly trying to step up because the guy that's supposed to take over the Batman can't do it. And you got, it's almost like Batman Beyond, where you almost got the old Batman out there, if he put the suit back on. But we'll go ahead and move into the East. We got, I don't know why you're going so hard for the Lakers. I thought the Heat were your number one team.
I'm from Miami. What you talking? So moving, we got the East.
So if you had to pick, well, who's your bias?
The Lakers.
The Lakers over Heat?
Yeah.
Just because of Kobe? Or did you like the Magic?
Do I like the Magic? What was I like the Magic?
Magic Johnson.
I know. Oh, the Magic Johnson Lakers. Oh, I wasn't watching basketball at the Magic Johnson Lakers time.
I thought you were alive in the 70s.
Horrible. But we got the Celtics versus the Heat here. I mean, this series is already over with. The Heat won one game. That's the most they finna win. Jimmy Butler's gone. Terry Rozier's injured. Tyler Hero. All we got is Tyler Hero.
He's been a little injured too.
He's over here saying I always will remember that he said that he's gonna be better than Luka Doncic, and I still don't see it. I still don't see it.
No, he's not. He's not a big enough guard to do that. I feel like the guys that are taking over the game now are like giant point guards, giant shooting guards, giant small forwards. When you're looking kind of at the wing positions.
True,
but I think all the Heat can't really be a Heat fan and be upset. You're missing 2 starters, and one of them is your best player.
Pretty much,
and honestly, probably Terry was probably your second best player on that roster, or tied for second best player. So you're missing your 2 best players, and you're still making the games at least a little bit interesting. But they're not gonna do it. I got Boston moving on.
Yeah, I got Boston moving on next game.
Who did you pick between Clippers and Dallas? Did you say
Clippers and Dallas? It says going 7.
And who's winning?
I'm going for Clippers just because my Lakers lost.
You hater.
LA baby. But moving on, so we got the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Orlando Magic. Now this is a series. It's going back and forth. Anybody can win.
The Wagner brothers and Paolo are gonna win.
The Wagner brothers and Paolo versus Dame Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, and Garland.
Darius Garland.
So Darius Garland. So with this whole
Jared Allen.
With this whole series, this is a real good series. They'll talk about Orlando Magic all this season, how they just improved. They're so much better. They're so good.
Remember we talked about them early in the year when they started off strong and they were a top 4 team. We're like, were they going to keep home court? We thought if they stayed strong that they could, but they ended up barely getting to the 5 seed. But they're holding their own. I actually have faith in them. I think Donovan Mitchell is going to flop. Spider Mitchell, I don't buy it. We're closing the book on you.
And they're already talking about trading Donovan. Not trading. At least him going somewhere to another team.
That'd be like the 3rd trade. Yeah, third time people don't want him.
You see Westbrook going on the whole tour. And JJ Redick been on like 16 to 18 teams. Anything's possible. So that's enough about that game. This is going to go. I feel like this is going to go 7 games.
It's tough because I think it's kind of a tough thing too. Because Darius Garland's like 6'1", and then Donovan Mitchell's like 6'3". So it's almost like a CJ McCollum, Dame Lillard. Like they got too many little guards. But who knows? We'll see if they'll figure it out. And then, speaking of figuring it out, we got the Pacers and Tyrese Halliburton up on the Bucks that are almost in the same situation as the Miami Heat, where they got their 2 best players out, and so almost like you would expect, they're down 3-1.
Basically, you got Giannis out. Honestly, Dame. I honestly feel like if the Bucks would have won one more game and Dame wasn't hurt, Giannis would have came back. But at this point, you just if you just let them play one more time. If the Bucks win without Dame and Giannis, then you'll bring one of the 2 back. But if they lose the series, it's all right. Everybody already knows you already won you already got a ring already. So you going back to back wasn't really likely.
It's crazy that the Pacers could possibly get to the 2nd round.
They got lucky.
I basically pegged them as a play-in team. They ended up avoiding the play-in by barely getting the 6th seed, and they're doing work. But it's not impressive to me because they're not playing against the real team. So we'll see. If Dame and Giannis return, I can see them still winning the series. But if only one of them returns, I think they'll still lose. They might be able to win the next game if one of the others returns. But I don't think they're winning the series unless both return. So maybe they could buy some time, whoever's healthier. Like if Giannis is healthier, have him play and buy another game and then get Dame back the next game and then really make it a run. But it looks like the writing's on the wall. The Pacers are going to get him. And then we got the final matchup, the definitely Eastern Conference, the Northeast. They right next to each other. They're only like an hour or 2 away. We got the New York Knicks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. And to be honest, I've liked the Knicks. I used to be my favorite team back with Stoudemire, Melo, and J.R. Smith and Lynn Sanity and all that. I really liked them. And Porzingis back in the day when he was drafted by the Knicks. But I didn't have faith in them beating Philly. I thought that they ran too many small guards, especially with their injuries to their 2 big players, to Randall and Robinson. So they having to use backups. And then they're playing a lot of 3-guard lineups where they have 3 guys that are not like over 6'3" on the court at the same time. I just thought with Philly having a bunch of big to semi-big players that they were just going to big boy them. and that Joel Embiid will be able to, score 50 points a game. He actually has scored 50 points in one of the games, but I think they still lost. In that game, he scored 50. Correct me if I'm wrong down below. I don't remember, but big surprise, Jalen Brunson playing at an MVP level, and he's killing it. Embiid's trying to do it on one leg, but they're on the doorsteps of being on Cancun.
And with this situation, I just feel like you can't win the whole Eastern Conference with your big man being the number one option, because the drop off with the Sixers, like you have Joel Embiid all the way up here. Your number two should be like right here, like LeBron James, AD. But you got Joel Embiid up here, and like the next person is who? Tyrese Halliburton's like all the way down here.
No, not Halliburton.
Maxey, what?
Tyrese
Maxey. Look how far.
Tyrese Maxey's good. He was
that's
almost
a far
an all-star.
drop off. That's not a James Harden. He's way trashier than James Harden. You got shit on James Harden.
I would actually say that Maxey's better than
That's
James
a lie.
Harden right
don't
now.
Don't even listen to this guy. James Harden's shit's on.
I would definitely say that.
That's a lie. Nobody would down in the comments
James
would say
Harden
that.
wasn't an all-star this year, I don't believe.
That's this year, but all the other times James Harden was.
But Tyrese Maxey's young, and he's had his best year. He's actually in the running for most improved player.
He would, and I'm pretty sure you put Tyrese Maxey on the Houston Rockets, he wouldn't get the Houston Rockets all the way up to
actually get them better than Jalen Green. I bet you.
He
would have got them farther than Jalen Green.
You mean
yes,
better farther than James Harden? You kept saying Jalen Green.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Houston right now.
No. If he was the star player on the Houston Rockets, like James Harden was the star player on the Houston Rockets, and all they had was
prime versus prime.
No, it's
Tyrese Maxey's literally just entering his prime. He had his best year in the league this year. James Harden's in his middle 30s.
His best of his prime. Maxey's best prime will never be James Harden's best prime.
We're actually probably 2 years from Maxey's prime.
So you think
Maxey's gonna be a perennial all-star? I've always liked him.
So what Maxey's prime look like? Was it better than James Harden or worse than James Harden? Or on the same level as James Harden?
Well, see, it depends, because if you're going off stats only, I think James was the stat hunter. So I would say that James would have better stats, but I would say that I would expect more from Tyrese in the playoffs. I think Maxey would be able to lead a team better, because also in James Harden history, I mean, he's done really good this playoffs, but in his history, he has had a lot of playoff failures.
But he got them to the top by himself.
They never made it to the finals?
He made it to the Western Conference Finals by himself and lost. He lost, but he made it.
Yeah, Gordon.
What exactly? He didn't have Joel. He didn't have Joel Embiid. Exactly. It's not the same. It's like you got Tyrese. Like you got those.
He had Clint Capella.
But like I said before, you have Joel Embiid, and the next best player is all the way down here. That's not good. Like
I don't know. I think I'm pretty
at least closer.
I'm pretty high on Maxey. I would say Maxey's better than Jalen Brunson's second best player, which is either DiVincenzo or Josh Hart.
But they got Hart, and they getting lucky because of what's his name.
I was talking about Brunson's second best player.
He's better than that, but okay. If you go,
that's what I'm saying. I would say that Tyrese Maxey is better than.
Okay, but
is 76ers best player is better than the Knicks.
Okay, so if you do it the same way I just said, you have Julius Randle, and how far down is the Jalen Brunson all the way down here? Like Maxey.
Jalen Brunson's already better than Randle.
Exactly. So at least right here, right? At least close.
I would say that Brunson should be rated at 90, and I would say Julius Randle should be rated like an 84.
Because you don't like him. Okay, besides you don't like him
because of stats. Because he doesn't perform. How he thinks he basically has Anthony Davis syndrome, where he thinks he's a dang near 7 foot sniper. But actually he needs to play bully ball and think that he's Amari Stoudemire and play like that. Julius Randle fell in love with his jump shot, and that's what's kept him from being a great player. Just like Anthony Davis. If Anthony Davis played like Giannis, he would be a real menace, but his body's too weak and his mind's too weak to play like that.
So you give him an 84. So 84 to 87. Julius Randle's.
Yeah, I'd probably say.
So what you giving Maxey, the point guard for the Sixers?
88 right now. Tyrese Maxey's at 88.
That's since when?
Since day one.
Cap.
He's the Flash.
Cap.
Tyrese, if you see this, I need you to disrespect my co-host by cash apping me $10,000 and giving him. I'll give him none.
So what you giving James Harden?
A what?
What you giving James Harden rating in
his prime?
No,
or now?
Right now. Is he 84? He's doing amazing against Dallas.
Yeah, he's probably like 85.
And Maxi's better than see exactly. Comment down below, slander my co-host, because you can tell right now this is bias.
It's not biased.
It is exactly like I
Tyrese
said.
Maxey's
It's
the truth.
it's nowhere close at all. They need somebody else, but I mean, the fact that they're winning is great. But when they go up to play the Knicks versus the Pacers,
Well, what's crazy is Jalen Brunson getting MVP chance in Philly.
I can see the Knicks. I can see the Knicks going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
It's so close. I mean, yeah, I definitely have. Oh, I mean, yeah, they have the easiest road ever. They're playing Philly. I mean, I guess they lost 2 starters, but they figured it out. So that's still pretty impressive.
Because who you got on the Pacers? Even
though Embiid isn't full strength.
True. Who you got on the Pacers that really to worry about that the Knicks could have to worry about? Miles Turner's okay.
Well, Miles Turner, they might have problems because he's pretty good, and they only have Harkenstein as a big. But then also,
is Miles Turner more like a Joel Embiid, or is Miles Turner more like an AD?
Because they're going to have OG on Siakam. He can't be able to guard Miles Turner.
That's easy. They play on the same team.
Who? OG and Siakam? It'll be like they're back in their Raptors days.
Exactly, back in their Raptors days.
I remember all your moves from practice, bro.
Exactly. That's canceled out right there.
Yeah. So they'll cancel each other out. And then the Halliburton. Halliburton might be a tough guard for the Knicks because Halliburton is going to have to be guarded by Josh Hart.
Josh Hart got hard.
Or DiVincenzo, who's their 2 defensive guards. But Halliburton is pretty lanky, and he's a little bit bigger than those guys, so he might have a little bit of advantage. We'll see, though. But, I mean, they do have a handful of guys because they still got McBride. I really like McBride off the Knicks bench. I mean, he's honestly another small guy that's 6'4" or under that they probably shouldn't even have enough time to put him in the rotation, but he's killing it so much they keep having to play minutes. What's crazy is when they run a 4-point guard lineup. It's literally 4 point guards, 4 dudes 6'4" and under, and then a 7-footer with Harkenstein.
True.
Or OG who's 6'8".
Because they didn't they see horrible. But, I mean, we're going to keep y'all commenting on the playoffs, man. Comment down your favorite team. Who you going for, man? I'm sorry my Lakers didn't make it. So, my Lakers didn't make it and my Heat didn't make it. So, I don't know who to go for right now.
Yeah, I know Jordan never got dunked on like that. But that's besides the point. Let's go ahead and jump into NFL talk. We got to talk about the NFL draft, a little bit of winners and losers. If you're watching TFTC Sports, we do an NFL breakdown every week during the season with our boy, _Dodi. Check out his channel. It is linked to on our other channels. We're going to make him start making videos again, but he always has your daily well-beings, I guess.
Exactly.
Daily affirmations.
Daily affirmations.
But NFL players are now being allowed to wear protective guardian caps over their helmets during the regular season. We're going to talk about that in the draft, but let's go ahead and talk about the guardian caps because I do believe it's certain players. It's not all players. It's quarterbacks, punters.
I didn't really, when I tried to look it up to see specific players, they didn't really say specific players. They just said you can do it, and you can do it. It's an option now, and they've been talking about how they've been doing studies on this for the past two years now, and they said this is actually cut back on 50% of concussions throughout practices and everything. So it is working.
It's you have a whole helmet that's already designed to stop everything, and then you put a giant pad on a whole helmet. So you're literally double protected. It's like putting memory foam around the helmet. So it's the memory foam absorbs a big amount of the impact, and then the helmet that's hard withstands the rest. So you probably get minimal vibration all the way down to the core padding on the inside of the helmet. So I mean, I think it's good. I do definitely agree that these are great for practice, especially you don't want to take off your own teammate's head. So you should honestly. In practice, I would say in the pros, maybe in high school you want to do that because you want to earn a spot, but in the pros, you don't want to take out your teammate and ruin your team's chances. But I don't know, man. Playing with these in the games, they're going to look like cone heads. I don't know if I agree with it. I'm actually going to say, if you're too scared to play the sport, play a different sport, play golf, play basketball if you're afraid of contact. If you got to wear the guardian cap in game, then maybe football isn't the sport for you.
Oh, Lord, old school rules. And then talking about the draft.
No, old school, man. It's like, come on, man. Is it going to be like in boxing? Oh, people are getting too many concussions. They're getting too much Muhammad Ali syndrome. Because you know how Muhammad Ali got punched that, like now they're going to use sock and boppers instead of real boxing gloves because boxing gloves, you can get punched too hard.
I mean, now they're wearing the helmet, I wonder, are they going to lighten up on the whole tackling with the defense? Because, I mean, that's the one thing I don't like. Like, defensive players, they can't hit you no more. Because I remember back in the day, Chad Johnson getting ran over by Ray Lewis.
That was his fault. He should have known better.
You can't do that. No, you can't do that no more. Like when Trey Polamalu used to knock people out. But I mean, with this whole helmet situation, they're trying to cut back on concussions. They stopped the whole tackling situation. The drop tackle, they banned the drop tackle.
I agree with the drop tackle because too many people couldn't tackle, so all they would do is try to catch you from behind and then just drop their weight. And that was why we saw so many people have lower leg injuries where they were snapping legs and snapping knees and ankles because, like, that's literally you're putting all your body weight on your legs in a weird position and we saw too many players getting hurt by that. So that was the one thing I was 100% for. But I do not agree with this Guardian crap.
Exactly, man. I don't agree with it either. But I mean, we're gonna keep you up to date. Hopefully, I mean, this makes the NFL better. I know a lot of people are gonna be laughing at this because I mean, a lot of high school teams are doing this and they getting laughed at. But I mean, hey, at least
like,
they worried about people's safety.
If you're that scared, play flag football.
Play flag football. I mean, look at
they have a league that's non-contact.
Look at the Super Bowl.
Flag football.
Look at the Super Bowl now. I mean, the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl, like we overdoing flag football.
Yeah, I understand that, man. Well, because also with the Pro Bowl, it's like it's supposed to be fun. Like the All-Star game is mainly fun, where they're trying like crazy dunks or crazy plays or crazy threes. You at the Pro Bowl, man, you don't want to end someone's career. It's supposed to be like an exhibition fun game. So I actually agree with 7-on-7 because you could still have some crazy snags and let the receivers and quarterbacks put on their show, or maybe do a handoff to a running back and have him chick some people out their shoes, while they're trying to get his flag. But you don't really want people laying each other out in an All-Star game.
True.
Go ahead.
You don't really want to, you don't want to hurt somebody during an All-Star game. But I mean, I did like seeing that. Remember when when Sean Taylor hit the kicker in the Pro Bowl game?
Sean Taylor was a jerk. Certified jerk.
Oh my God, I hate it. But moving on to the NFL draft, man. NFL draft was amazing. I mean, everybody got what they wanted. Quarterbacks are flying off the boards early.
You know who they got back?
Who?
Ezekiel Elliott.
I mean,
what a bunch of bums. The dude played like trash on the Patriots.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of the winners.
Cowboys can
suck it. A lot of winners and losers. I mean, the Patriots picked up Drake May. The Falcons, for some strange reason.
OVO Drake?
Exactly. The Falcons, for some strange reason, they got Michael Penix Jr. I mean, everybody's wondering, why would you pay Kirk Cousins so much money and then turn around and get a backup, but get a backup the first round so early? During the top 8 picks, well, you could have got a wide receiver. You know that you need a wide receiver. You the Falcons, Desmond Ridder messed y'all up. Y'all need a lot more people. The Pittsburgh Steelers did amazing. They helping out the line. You can tell this year that they're gonna be focused on the run.
We got a center, we got a tackle, we got a linebacker, we got a receiver. Mm-hmm. I think we got a corner. But everything that I've seen from the Steelers, I haven't done a super deep dive yet and learned all of our players' names and everything like that. But from everything that I've been seeing, we addressed all the needs and really shored up the line, which was the number one thing. And we're gonna have a lot more protection for Russell Wilson.
They got a center. They got the center, Zach Frazier. They got a center. They got an offensive tackle. You got a wide receiver. You got a linebacker. You got a lineman, DN, and a defensive back. I mean, I did
DB, yeah.
In the DB, I did pretty good. I mean, like the overall draft grade was an A, and then a B plus. I mean, I'm gonna equal that to an A. So
all the memes I've been seeing online for drafting has them doing like the best. So I'm excited. Looks like your Eagles have been absolutely killing it. The Redskins did a good job, and the Buffalo Bills.
We got back-to-back cornerbacks. We got 2 cornerbacks. So, we're trying to help with that the defensive backs, because that's one thing we was trash at. I mean, we got a wide receiver that was good. The Washington Commanders got the quarterback from LSU. That was surprising. I mean, I didn't see that going on. Denver Broncos.
Was that the big goofy dude?
Who, yeah. He used to go.
Was he the number 1 pick?
He was no, that's Caleb Williams. He went to the Bears.
The Bears.
Also, but I mean, and some notable people that went: Marvin Harrison Jr. He went to the Arizona Cardinals.
We got to trade to get him on the Steelers.
You got to trade to get him to the Steelers. Also, C.J. McCartney's running back's brother. He got drafted by the Washington Commanders. Also, I forgot Jerry Rice's son. I want to say it wasn't the Cowboys got drafted by. Jerry Rice's son got drafted by. Oh man, I'm gonna say that coming down below.
Dolphins.
Nah, you ain't get signed.
I'm just kidding.
You ain't get signed by the Dolphins, but that's funny. I mean, but it's a lot of good. I can't wait for this season to come. I mean, it's a lot of people.
We might have to have our boy Real Good _ Doty where we do a deep dive. Yes. Maybe do like a 15-30-minute video of updates to NFL teams, and he's the NFL guru. And I played ball back in the day. My co-host was a water boy, so we cover all the bases.
Exactly, we cover all the.
Kidding. My co-host used to not dunk, but snag on people.
He got drafted the 7th round, 225th pick to the Chargers. To the Las Vegas Chargers. So they finna get some tickets. So moving on, we got Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush finally got his Heisman Trophy back. They finally said he's eligible to get it. If you didn't know,
they allowed him back. They allowed him back on campus? He was banned.
Basically, yes, a lot of back on campus. So if you didn't know, Reggie Bush was killing it back in the day. He got drafted to the NFL in 2006 to the New Orleans Saints, and that's around the time of the Katrina thing happened. So it was a lot of things going on, but Reggie Bush, he was killing it. He had all the highlights. He was the best running back. He caught passes. He was shaking people. But I mean, it looks like here they basically took his Heisman away from basically getting money from agents, basically accepting money. He wasn't accepting money. His parents were accepting money. Yeah, they were basically giving him money in return.
They had somebody that was hopeful to be his pro agent, actually giving his
stepdad
and mom a property to a place to live, so they didn't have to pay any rent, and also
travel expenses, car,
paying for their travel expenses, paying for a car for them to travel while they were living there. And, kind of covered their stuff to watch their son play. So it's pretty crazy that even though he didn't know about it, that he still got punished for it. They punished the team. They vacated the Heisman. They vacated the championship. They won the championship in, was it 05?
The 05, the Orange Bowl 05.
Or was it 04?
The 05 one. The 04-05 Orange Bowl, they vacated that. They vacated that Orange Bowl championship. They took away the games. They took away 30 scholarships from USC. I mean, to all basically turn around, and as soon as the NIL came out for the name, image, and likeness, they turned around and said, okay, well, since the rules have changed now, we're going to give you back the Heisman Trophy. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, all these players were accepting money. Because, I mean, we watched an NBA podcast, and they say talking like, oh, yeah, so how much money did this school give you to go there? How much money did this school give you to go there? How are you living here? And they say, oh, yeah, I was getting treated good. Like, I mean, it's just...
Well, now with the NIL deals, you got, like, what's really helped women's basketball is they're making more money in college than they actually the WNBA players.
True.
Because they're allowed to illegally accept money. So it's been a great deal for them to allow it, and I think it's good that Reggie gets his trophy back. Especially, it's one thing if he knowingly accepted money when it was the rule to not do that, but for him it unknowingly benefit a family member and them not tell him, I don't see how that's his fault. And we looked it up on the website. It does have an asterisk next to USC to the championship there. But if you just type it in on Google, it still says that they were the champions, and it doesn't say any asterisk. It's only if you go to the official website. So, according to Google, he's still was a champion.
Exactly.
And he got his Heisman back, so he's still. You can't say that they took it away now.
True, and we got a video right here of, Reggie Bush having grabbing his Heisman, walking with it, happy as heck, congratulations.
Good morning, everyone.
That was it.
It's a great video.
Exactly. I mean, so he got his Heisman. He's happy.
He was holding it like he didn't care.
Exactly. A lot of people have been speaking out about this. Like Matt Leinart, his old quarterback for USC, said that he needs to get his Heisman Trophy. You got Johnny Manziel.
Matt Leinart needed to get good in the NFL.
Horrible. You got Johnny Manziel on the club Shay talking about how every year they're trying to put an appeal in to get Reggie Bush's trophy back. He thought it wasn't going to happen, but I mean, hey, all miracles happen and everybody that prays. Reggie Bush got his Heisman Trophy. He can now go back on USC campus. I mean, he didn't do much in the NFL.
It's crazy that they even banned him from campus. It's like, how are you going to do that? Like, really, they're going to call the cops if he's seen on campus?
Exactly. I mean,
like, who would enforce it? The university? Or, like, would they have to call different cops?
True. I mean, exactly. And they knew exactly what was going on. I mean, like, you see all these kids getting paid. He was getting paid somehow. So the fact that you said, since we know you getting paid, but you got caught, we gotta treat you the same way. We gotta treat you like this, which is messed up. But I mean, I'm glad this is all over with. Y'all comment down below some highlights. Y'all remember watching the Reggie Bush. Comment your old college football favorite team. I'm a University of Miami fan. My co-host like West Virginia.
But I really don't care for college, to be honest. So it is what it is.
Oh, man.
If I have to, I choose WVU.
Shout out Geno Smith.
Shout out Geno.
Hard.
Still love you. Speaking
of still love you, speaking of getting no love, man, looks like Floyd Mayweather broke. He broke. He in Dubai. They say he hiding out. So if you didn't know, man, this has been a crazy week for boxing, man. Boxing's been on.
What does he got to pay back? How did he get stuck in Dubai?
So basically, what's going on is that he's been doing a lot of exhibition matches. So like all those exhibition matches you seen him go against John Gotti, Don Moore, the Ninja Boy. I mean,
all those random matches against people we never heard of.
Yeah, all those random matches. He's doing this to pay off debts. He got debt that's going on. If you didn't know, this all started because of the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney fought. They fought. Ryan Garcia won. Then out of nowhere, Bill Haney, which is Devin Haney's dad, got in an argument with Floyd Mayweather. On Instagram, and that's when Floyd Mayweather started talking like, "Oh yeah, I got money. I'll be doing all this other stuff. All these boxers out here living check to check." And then out of nowhere, that's when Gervonta Davis chimed in out of nowhere and was like, "What you mean? You broke, boy? You broke? You in Dubai because you had doing bad business. You promising these boxers things and you scamming them out of their money, and now you were stuck in Saudi Arabia. They not finna let you free." And it's just crazy how this situation has happened. We got video here. We got Ryan Garcia saying Gervonta Davis smashed Yaya Mayweather, which is Floyd Mayweather's daughter. We got Shakur saying Gervonta Davis ducking these hands. And we got Gervonta embarrassing.
I already knew about all that though. Once Gervonta fucked Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not something I'm exposing.
Oh wow, that's
after somebody did that to my daughter.
Right, I thought you and Shakur had the deal that you were gonna fight after the Haiti fight, and he said you were gonna lose.
Y'all not even gonna try to respond to that?
Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where you at.
Show where you at, man. Show where you at. You don't want to know.
People over in Dubai that money. Tell him get on live right now.
Ooh.
And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too.
Gervonta Davis says Mayweather owes money to people in Saudi Arabia and Dubai, scamming people.
I thought Floyd was a billionaire.
I mean, yeah, if you're a billionaire, so what that mean? You can't owe people money?
Your beef is not with Floyd Mayweather. You sitting here beefing with Floyd. It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you. Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen, man. Come on.
Oh my God, this is so funny. Oh Lord, embarrassing. Why is he? This is like the second or third video.
Why can't you make TikToks like that so we could go viral?
I'm sorry, I don't want to dance on my boxers and put it on. I mean, this is like the second or third time.
I thought you wanted to go pro.
Nah, that's embarrassing. So basically what's going on is that Shakur is saying that the real thing is Javante Davis out here worried about Floyd, but he really out here ducking Shakur Stevenson fight. Everybody's saying that they need to fight at 135. I know Cole's is small. 130. They finna
it's
fight.
Like 8th grade.
They supposed to fight at 135.
Who was that other guy? That Romelo?
Yeah.
Man, he was supposed to be going against Javante and being like, I can fight you, and then he got whooped. Who whooped him?
Who, Romelli?
Yeah.
Javante whooped him.
Is that who he fought?
Yeah.
I remember it's bad. Sorry.
Exactly. So basically, a lot of people were saying that Javante's ducking. Some people say, nah, nobody wants to fight Shakur because Shakur last fight against De Los Santos was trash. Like, you know how we say Devin Haney fights is boring?
Yeah.
They say
his last 2 fights were bad.
Except for the King one, except for the Ryan Garcia one. That one was good. Devin Haney versus Ryan was decent.
It was good because Devin Haney kept on getting put on the mat.
But the last one we saw with Devin Haney versus the Pregos dude, that one was trash.
Garbage.
That one was
garbage.
garbage. They're saying Shakur's fights is worse than Devin Haney fights. It's even more boring.
We need to
like
see
he runs around the ring.
Javante versus Garcia rematch with no rehydration clause.
You want to see that one instead?
Yeah. I want to see the real fight.
I mean, but he don't want to go to.
Garcia said he was too weak to fight because he had to keep the low weight. He wasn't allowed to rehydrate, so he was dehydrated the whole fight. He had a broken rib that Floyd paid information to leak that information, so he caught him in the broke rib, and made him take a knee out. I don't know if it's true, but if it is, that is a lot to overcome. So I want to see the fair fight.
I mean, you see, it all makes sense now.
That's
why?
What they say.
But it all makes sense why Floyd told Ryan that. So he told Ryan that so Ryan can bet, so Ryan can win, and then he bet on Ryan so he can win more money, so he can pay off more of his debt. Because I mean, I didn't even know Floyd was even stuck overseas. Because every time I see him, he's always popping his ish. But at the same time,
I know he's been overseas for a minute. So, but I didn't know he was like constantly performing. I seen like 2 of the fights. I didn't know he did more.
True, and a lot of people were over there laughing at Floyd, saying, "Oh yeah, he's doing his exhibition fights. I can't believe this boxer stooped so low." But don't forget, Muhammad Ali did the exhibition fights. I mean, boxers do it. I mean, they need money, tax problems.
Muhammad Ali didn't know what he was doing. George Foreman took care of that.
Oh Lord, they finna get you in the comments. But comment down below how you feel about this situation. Is Javante Davis ducking Shakur, and also, do y'all really believe that Floyd Mayweather is really broke? I mean,
I believe that Floyd Mayweather is losing money because the Diddy party is closed, so he can't make a side money hustle.
Oh Lord, he got strip clubs in Las Vegas, and he got gyms and Mayweather.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense for him to be broke. He supposedly had too much money, but who knows? He could be building like 50 mansions. I don't know how you go broke after being.
He's always hanging out. He always having all them females there. But we gonna keep y'all posted.
The girls is too expensive.
It's time to talk about my favorite part of the episode.
The music section.
Man, we got Trunks here. Is this the Android episode? I want to say.
I don't know if this is from the movie or from the series.
I think it's from the movie because the graphics look too clean.
Yeah, it was probably from one of the movies because he looks older. Let us know if you know what this frame is from, but I just found it randomly on Instagram. But let's jump into our picks. But before we do, we got to talk about our own personal playlist. Music Mix number 5 has slowly been growing. Music Mix number 4 is stacked with videos if you want a super deep playlist. But if you want the newest playlist, Music Mix 5 got 5 videos, or not 5, what am I talking about? Music Mix 5 got 12 videos. Check it out. My co-host just added Bossman D-Load. Finesse featuring Glorilla, so check that out. If you want to check out some of the music we're listening to, it's mostly gym music because that's the music we play at the gym. But check out the new music chart. We got Party Next Door, Moneybag Yo,
Mike Dean. We got Skilla Baby. That's my pick. We got Young Blue, Jeremy Tate, JT, new song OK. We got Sawdog. We got Little.
You know what? I was surprised that
Jimbo
wasn't your favorite
World
album.
drop. Oh man, I ain't know Jimbo World
was
drop.
Was it Taylor Swift album this week or
that was last week?
You are a tortured poet.
Horrible. But nah, I didn't know Jimbo World drop. I need to check that out. Also, that new song Ice Spice with Cash Caban. That song dropped. What's the name? Oh, Cash Caban. The Fisher song. Fisher remix.
Oh,
Fisher.
Fisher Price.
Exactly. But it's enough about that. It's time to go to my pick, man. The coldest, my dog, Skilla Baby, hottest out of Detroit, man. This album was
trash.
I mean, he had the song with the baby on it. It was horrible. I mean,
Moneybag Yo, G Herbo, Rob 49, Mozzie, Flo Millie, Jeremiah, the Baby, No Cap, Polo G, Rob 49 again, and Tay B. I mean, that's a lot of features for only 16 songs, and it still wasn't the coldest? Or was it the coldest?
It wasn't the coldest. I mean, he needed...
So you made this a pick of your week to give it 2 thumbs down?
All the best songs on here was all the features. All the features on here were the best songs. And then, of course, you got the Mama song. Well, that's Mama's a feature song also. The bass song was good. So, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I give it 8 songs. So 50%.
It's decent. It means it's definitely worth a listen. So check out The Coldest by Skilla Baby. I don't really listen to him, but according to my co-host, he's worth a listen.
I mean, don't worry about it. My co-host's gonna listen to him soon. But
speaking
he
of
gotta
talent,
be hard. He got G Herbo.
G Herbo needs money too.
He got Polo G.
He's got to fight his embezzlement cases, allegedly. But let's go ahead and get into my pick. The Dawn.
Oh my God.
The Dawn of all dawns.
Yeah, the luckiest man in the world.
Don Tripp. This message will self-destruct, but he ain't deleting it like that little sunflower J. Cole.
Oh Lord, nobody gets more lucky than my Coles. Every time we turn around,
Don starts keeping it up.
What's your pick of the week? What's your pick of the week? He be like, I'm like, you ain't got nobody. Yeah, I do. Don Tripp. I'm like, he ain't dropped nothing. And he shows it to my face. I'm like, you freaking bastard.
Don Tripp dropped it. It was an 8-song mini album, I guess you could say, but that's because he drops a project like every 2 months or every 6 weeks, dang near. But I really like the Top Floor Freestyle. A Different World was cool.
Sure.
A bunch of the songs was good. I've only listened to it like once and a half time, but I would say I probably like at least 5 or 6 of the songs. So, at least 50% or more. So
that's a win.
Yeah, I think it was like 4 or 5, 6 songs I like. So we'll say, it's between like 50 and 75% I like. The Don Tripp never disappoints. Check him out, support him. He inspired me back in the day when I used to put bars myself.
Oh Lord, when you put balls on yourself.
Bars.
Oh,
I used to do bars myself.
I thought you said you kick yourself in the butt.
I was just thinking about balls again.
Horrible. You know what I am thinking about? I'm thinking about these people follow me on Twitter, man. I mean X. So follow me on X, Philly Supreme 305. Follow my codes, Papa O Block. Also follow us on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment button, that subscribe button. Also, while you at it, make sure y'all check us out on TikTok while y'all stay freezing me over. I'm going to get it right on TikTok. Get it back again. Also, follow us on IG. Tales from the Crib 210.
Who's freezing you over?
TikTok. Before, every time I used to drop a video on TikTok, like minimum it averaged 300 views. Now I drop a video on TikTok, it averages like 10 views.
I'll help you with the titles.
There's no title. You don't put no titles on it.
I don't know. TikTok, it's because it's getting banned. No one's on TikTok anymore. They know they're deleting it. But you know what you really want to see is
what?
On Instagram. Scan the QR code for IG. Do it. Get crib reactions to 10K subs. We just hit 9K subs. So get us to 10K so we could be double-digit K subs, baby. And then we're on the road to get 100K where we could finally get a YouTube plaque, man. I want a YouTube plaque. We'll put it in the middle of the curtain.
I like that.
Even in the green screen, there'll be a floating YouTube plaque. But hold on. We're going to get out of here in some style. I'm going to go ahead and bring up some outro music. Let me bring this back, DJ. Thanks for tuning in. Chico Grande, Chico 2 times, Felix Supreme 305. We are Tales from the Crib. Check out TFTC Clips. We got a new podcast. What is it?
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday now. We used to be every Monday. Now we're every Tuesday. So check us out every Tuesday. We're going to be doing some more NBA coverage. We cover the NFL every single year with our boy Seth. Check that out. If you want to check out last year's coverage. Clips channel, gaming channel, reaction channel. Check out everything we do. Another week, more drama for your mama. Got anything, co-host?
I love love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Megan Thee Stallion, stop drinking. Put the bottle down. Neo, next time, slap that girl across the hall. Also, Jeezy, this is what you get.
And also, as a final word, moms, where's the spaghetti? Where's the spaghetti? Where's it at?
You stole my line.
If you're a real throwback fan, you know where the spaghetti is. We'll see y'all later.